Welcome to the Voices Unfiltered, where we explore the world's quiet revolutions, the trends shaping tomorrow. I'm your host, Vasilios Nikolaos Vitsilogiannis. Today, we're talking about something both deeply personal and globally alarming, the low birth rate crisis sweeping across much of the developed world, and increasingly the developing one too. From Japan to Italy, from South Korea to Greece, birth rates are plunging below replacement levels. Simply put, more people are dying than being born. Economists are sounding alarms, governments are offering baby bonuses, but few are asking the harder question, why are people no longer choosing to become parents? Let's start with the obvious, money. Having children has become an economic luxury. In most major cities, housing costs have soared, childcare is unaffordable, and wages simply haven't kept up. For example, in South Korea, the world's lowest birth rate, young couples face crushing student loans and rent prices that eat up half their income. In Southern Europe, temporary jobs and low salaries leave little room for family planning. People aren't anti-family, they're just exhausted. They're doing the math, and the numbers don't work. When starting a family feels like financial suicide, even love starts to wait. But economics isn't the whole story. There's a psychological and cultural dimension too. We've raised generations that are hyper-aware of what parenting entails, the cost, the emotional toll, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, and many simply don't feel ready or competent to take that leap. Modern life has also redefined adulthood. Stability, marriage, and family are no longer seen as milestones. They're optional, sometimes even burdensome. People are chasing personal growth, experiences, or career stability first. But by the time they feel ready, biology has its own clock. It's not that people are selfish, it's that they're uncertain. And uncertainty is the great killer of long-term planning. Then there's the policy problem. Many governments talk about encouraging families, but their support often stops at slogans: affordable childcare, parental leave, flexible work hours, and stable housing. These are not luxuries. They're prerequisites for family life in the 21st century. Countries like France and Sweden, where such systems exist, have higher birth rates compared to others in Europe. That's not a coincidence. When the state shares part of the burden, people are more likely to take on the responsibility of raising children. Yet in many places, governments still treat low birth rates as a private choice, not a social infrastructure issue. The long-term consequences are staggering. Shrinking populations mean fewer workers, smaller tax bases, and growing pressure on social systems. Economies may slow, but what's more concerning is that societies may lose their intergenerational balance. Imagine a future where entire cities feel like retirement homes, where innovation slows and social energy fades. That's not science fiction, that's demographic reality. Low birth rates aren't just about babies, they're about belief. Belief in stability, in the future, in our own ability to nurture the next generation. If we want people to bring new life into the world, we must build a world that supports life, economically, emotionally, and socially. Because behind every empty cradle is not just a missing child, but a missing sense of hope. Thank you for listening to The Voices Unfiltered. If this episode made you think, share it, and keep the conversation alive. Until next time, I'm Vasilios Nikolaos Vitsilogiannis, reminding you, the future is born from what we believe possible today.